Hi everybody, this is Arkady Frekhtman. I'm a New York City personal injury trial attorney, and today I wanted to tell you the story of a case that a lot of lawyers may think is not a case, and the defense lawyer said it wasn't a case. The insurance adjuster said it was not a case, and the offer was zero. But the result was actually a multi-million-dollar record-breaking verdict. So how did they do it? How did they turn what most people would say is not a case into a large, successful, multi-million-dollar home run verdict? What happened was, in California, in a specific city, there was a child who was only 14 years old, and he might have had a permit, but he didn't have a license. And his parents were so busy that the parents could not take him to school. And so he would drive himself to school. And one day he was driving, and he just got a little bit irritated that the car in front of him was going slowly. He was probably late for school, like a lot of kids are in high school. And so he went around that car, and by going around that car, there were some pedestrians, other kids in the roadway, and he hit one of those pedestrians and killed someone. And so everyone said, well, this is just a tragic accident, or if you're gonna sue, we'll sue the parents, sue the kid. But this particular attorney actually sued the city in California. And the way he sued the city was that the city had applied for money from the state in order to put in sidewalks. But in this particular location, there were no sidewalks. So you just kind of have a piece of road, and then it would just kind of continue. And so because there were no sidewalks, kids, when they would walk to school, would have to walk on the roadway next to traffic that would go pretty fast. And so that was actually the entire reason for the city asking for money to put in sidewalks, because they said, look, what are sidewalks? Sidewalks are a barrier between pedestrians who are walking above the curb, like a safety zone, and traffic, which is going on the roadway. And you need that, especially near a school. And it would only cost $25,000 to do it. For whatever reason, they didn't get the money, they didn't put in the sidewalks, and so because of that, this incident happened. And so what happened was, during the litigation, the lawyer, spoke to the defense counsel, and the defense counsel just said, look, this is a ridiculous case. You can't sue us for this. They were just basically laughing at him and saying, we have a zero offer. And the adjuster said, what do you think you're gonna get? This is, the parents of this child were divorced and they were Hispanic. And the adjuster said, look, in this conservative venue, you're not gonna get any money. And it's just worthless. And so it turned out that the lawyer tried this case, and he just made it really simple. He said, look, you have this, you yourself know about it because you applied for these funds. If you would have gotten the funds, you put in the sidewalk, well, then this doesn't happen, right? Because that's what a sidewalk is. It's a protective barrier between traffic on the roadway, which is dangerous, and pedestrians, and these are kids. Plus, when people are younger, in high school, their brains haven't fully developed yet, so they don't necessarily understand or appreciate the danger much like an adult would. So they're just walking, talking, joking. They don't know that they're even in danger. And then he also said, look, the city didn't know who was going to get run over, whether it's going to be a kid, a child walking to school, or whether it's going to be someone else, right? It could be anyone. So the point is that they have to do this to prevent the danger. And so it turned out that the jury agreed, and there was a $38 million verdict. So an amazing case, a really amazing result. And it just shows that if you're smart as an attorney, and if you know how to frame the case properly, right? Because you want to frame things. If he made the case all about, let's say, the injury victim and all about the girl, right, without talking about what the defendant, city, should have done, then maybe he wouldn't have gotten the verdict. And also, see, the defendants, what they were doing was they were saying it's all the fault of the 14-year-old because he was obviously negligent. He only had a permit. He shouldn't have even been driving without an adult in the car. He was speeding. He overtook another car. He caused all this, right? So what the plaintiff's attorney, he could have chosen to fight them on that and say, no, he wasn't at fault. And then that would have essentially made the case about what the defendants want the case to be about, because the defendants want the case to be about this 14-year-old who's obviously only has a learner's permit, is going around cars that are lawfully driving, just not as fast as he wants them to drive, and he's going around cars and hitting other people in the roadway. So what the plaintiff's attorney said, he admitted it. He said, yeah, of course that 14-year-old was negligent, because there's no way around that. And then it kind of like muffles the issue, right? It silences the issue. And the case is about what you make it about, right? Just like a movie. If you're a director of a movie, if you want the movie to be about a war, you put in war scenes. If you want the movie to be about a high school love story, you make it about a high school love story, right? Boy and girl, whatever. Race cars, you make it about race cars. So he wanted this to be about the city's unsafe decision and this clear chance that they had, and he had all this evidence that they applied for funding, and it was so simple. It was only $25,000. They could have put in sidewalks, and he make it into a safety issue. So he admitted the part about the 14-year-old. He said, of course, he was negligent, but it's a shared responsibility case. He's responsible, but is anyone else also responsible, right? So that's a very, very smart strategic litigation maneuver. So I was watching this in a continuing legal education, and I thought I would share it with you because it's really an example of excellent lawyering. Okay, everyone, please like and subscribe to our channel. Let us know what questions you have. We are here for you. Our goal is helping serious injury victims and families, and let us know how we could help you. If you have a question, just text me, 347-566-9595. I'm happy to do a consultation. And like I said, let us know how we could help you. Okay, everyone, have a great day. Bye-bye.